You're not here by chance, warrior. You've come looking for something deeper, something genuine. Let's face it, most men are caught in a loop of mediocrity, chasing shallow desires without ever grasping what truly makes a man magnetic. They assume it's all about looks, money, or charisma. But trust me, those are surface-level distractions. The qualities that genuinely captivate women are the ones rarely discussed, the traits that shape a man's essence and set him apart in a chaotic world. If you're determined to unlock the ultimate level of attraction, you need to rise above being just another face in the crowd. You must cultivate rare qualities that command respect and admiration. This path isn't for the weak. If you're ready to become the man women find undeniably compelling, stay with me until the end, because we're about to uncover the key traits no woman can resist in a man. 1. Confident demeanor. Let's be honest, without confidence, you go unnoticed. You could have riches, good looks, or a sharp mind, but without that commanding presence, you won't hold her attention, or anyone else's. Confidence isn't optional, it's essential. It's the firm belief that you are enough, that you don't need anyone's validation to stand your ground. Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor, captured it perfectly. Stop wasting time discussing what a good man should be. Just be one. Are you stuck wasting time, or are you actively becoming? Confidence isn't something women merely observe, it's something they feel. It's in the way you carry yourself, the steadiness in your eyes, and the certainty in your voice when you speak with conviction. Confidence is instinctual. It signals strength, reliability, and leadership, qualities women are biologically programmed to seek. If you don't have it, they'll find it elsewhere. And believe me, they always do. Here's the harsh truth, too many men try to fake it. They puff out their chests, put on a show of bravado, and hope no one sees the cracks beneath. But real confidence can't be faked. It's forged in discomfort, built through discipline, and strengthened by consistent action. It grows when you refuse to give up, when you face failure head-on, and when you commit to showing up for yourself every single day. Without that solid foundation, any mask you wear will fall apart the moment it's challenged. Warrior, ask yourself this: are you walking through life like you own your path, or are you tiptoeing, afraid of judgment? The difference isn't in talent or luck, it's in your mindset. Confidence comes from knowing your worth isn't handed to you by anyone else and can't be taken away. It's quiet, steady, and unwavering, a flame within that no external force can extinguish. If you've been waiting for permission to begin, take this as your sign: stop waiting. You don't need validation from her, from society, or from your past. A man of value doesn't sit back and wait for the perfect moment. He acts, knowing that the only approval he needs is his own. So, ask yourself honestly, are you that man yet? And if not, what's holding you back? 2. Empathetic listening. Let's be honest, most men don't actually listen. They endure conversations, throw in a few nods, and mentally check out while waiting for their turn to talk. Then they're surprised when women distance themselves or label them as emotionally detached. The blunt reality is this: if you don't know how to genuinely listen, you'll blend into the crowd of ordinary, forgettable men. Empathetic listening is far from passive, it's a display of true strength. It goes beyond simply hearing her words, it's about grasping her emotions, recognizing her unspoken fears, and understanding her deeper desires. This type of connection is what women value most. Trust me, she will always choose the man who listens with intention over the one who only focuses on himself. It's ingrained in human nature. Women are instinctively drawn to emotional security, and if you can't offer it, she'll find someone who can. As Epictetus wisely stated, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Yet, many men act as though they have 2 mouths and no ears, constantly talking but never truly understanding. Don't be that guy. When you truly listen, you set yourself apart from the vast majority of men who are too wrapped up in themselves to pay attention. You prove that your presence isn't just physical, it's emotional, too. And that's rare. That's what makes you unforgettable. Now, let me be blunt, if you don't master this skill, you'll always be playing catch-up. She'll find someone else to open up to, someone else to connect with, and eventually, someone else to choose. Listening isn't just a skill, it's a critical tool for building and maintaining relationships. So, ask yourself honestly, when she talks, are you fully present, or are you just going through the motions? Because she can tell the difference. And if you're not really listening, you're already losing her. 3. Chivalrous manners. Let's be real, many men today have lost touch with what it means to embody true masculinity. The strength, composure, and dignity that once defined men have been replaced with complacency. Chivalry hasn't become irrelevant, it's become uncommon. And what's uncommon holds power. When you hold the door, walk on the side closest to traffic, or stand when she enters the room, you're making a statement, I'm different. And believe me, women pick up on it. Chivalry isn't about showing off, it's about demonstrating respect. Respect for her, and just as importantly, respect for yourself. Alexander the Great once said, I am indebted to my father for living, but to my teacher for living well. So, what's your teacher? It's the values you commit to embodying every day. Chivalry isn't a sign of weakness, it's proof of strength so secure that you can extend kindness without compromising your edge. Here's the blunt truth, some of you equate chivalry with being a nice guy. That's a misconception. Women don't turn away from kindness, they turn away from men who are kind as a substitute for having a backbone. If you believe that opening a door or paying for a meal earns you her attention, you're not practicing chivalry, you're being transactional. Real chivalry comes from selflessness. It's about acting with integrity because it reflects who you are, not because you expect anything in return. Ask yourself, warrior, when was the last time you chose honor simply because it aligned with your values? When was the last time you held firm, not for recognition, but because your integrity demanded it? Chivalry is becoming rare because too many men are afraid to embody it. They view vulnerability as a threat and mistake kindness for softness. But here's the reality, kindness rooted in strength is unstoppable. It's the sign of a man who knows how to protect while also showing care. Believe me, women are instinctively drawn to this harmony. It's in their nature to seek a man who can lead without being overbearing and show kindness without being submissive. A chivalrous man isn't just different, he's unforgettable. 4. Sense of humor. Let's be honest, if you can't make her laugh, keeping her around will be a challenge. Humor has an almost magnetic pull on women, not just because it's charming, but because it's a force to be reckoned with. A witty sense of humor isn't just amusing, it captivates, sparks curiosity, and breaks down barriers. It demonstrates that you're unfazed by life's challenges, that you can face the chaos with a grin. And trust me, that kind of confidence is hard to resist. Let me be blunt, most men completely misunderstand this. They mistake humor for acting like a clown, making awkward jokes, or overdoing it in a desperate bid to be funny. True humor isn't something you force, it flows naturally. It's the quick wit born of self-assurance and the charm rooted in genuine intelligence. Women have a keen sense for detecting insecurity in humor from afar. If your jokes are just a facade for your lack of confidence, she'll see right through it, and her respect for you will vanish in an instant. Consider the greatest leaders throughout history. Take Marcus Aurelius, for instance, his writings reflect a calm and insightful acknowledgement of life's ironies. He didn't respond with frustration or bitterness, instead, he found subtle amusement in life's quirks. At its essence, humor is a form of Stoicism, it's the capacity to face life with a light heart, demonstrating that no setback, no failure, and no hurdle can undermine your inner strength. When you embrace this mindset, you're not just humorous, you become undeniably compelling. Here's a psychological fact you should know, humor forges emotional connections. When you make her laugh, you're doing more than just entertaining her, you're crafting memories that will linger in her mind long after you're not around. Laughter releases dopamine, the brain's feel-good chemical. And here's the kicker, she'll start linking that sense of joy and happiness directly to you. But if your humor is crude, obnoxious, or built on putting others down, it will backfire, turning attraction into repulsion. So, think about this, is your humor a sign of your confidence, or is it a mask for your insecurities? Do you use it to build connections or to hide vulnerabilities? Women aren't looking for a clown, they want a leader, someone who can ease life's burdens with a single well-timed, clever remark. Master this balance, and you'll leave a lasting impression. Fail to do so, and let's be real, you'll blend into the crowd like so many others who never grasped the true power of authentic humor. 5. Physical fitness. Let's not kid ourselves, your body is your first introduction to the world. It makes a statement long before you say a word. A fit, disciplined physique isn't just appealing, it's a reflection of your character. It shows that you're a man who takes control, embraces hard work, and values himself enough to prioritize his physical strength. Trust me, women pick up on this far more than they'll ever openly acknowledge. Here's the blunt reality, too many men neglect this aspect of their lives. They let their health decline, hiding behind excuses like lack of time, bad genetics, or other hollow justifications. Do you think someone like Alexander the Great could have conquered continents with a frail body and an even weaker resolve? He knew that physical strength was intertwined with mental fortitude. He trained not only to prepare for battle but to command respect, both from himself and those around him. When you neglect your body, it's not just your physical appearance that suffers, you're sending a message to the world, and to her, that you don't value yourself. And let's get one thing straight, this isn't about looks. It's about discipline. The gym isn't just a place to sculpt muscles, it's where you shed excuses and forge perseverance. Every bead of sweat, every rep, every ounce of discomfort is evidence of your commitment to growth. Women are drawn to this, not for the sake of a six-pack, but for what it symbolizes, dedication, grit, and the strength to push through challenges. From a psychological standpoint, fitness is closely connected to dominance. A physically fit man radiates confidence, energy, and competence, qualities that women are instinctively drawn to in a partner. Research indicates that fitness correlates with higher testosterone levels, influencing more than just your physique, it impacts your charisma, vitality, and the way you carry yourself. When you enter a room with a fit, confident demeanor, your very presence demands attention and respect. So, warrior, look in the mirror and ask yourself, what message does your body send today? Is it a symbol of your commitment and discipline, or a reminder of the excuses you've allowed to hold you back? The truth is straightforward, even if it stings, if you can't command control over your body, you'll struggle to command control over your life. She sees it, and deep down, so do you. Physical fitness isn't just about appearances, it's about equipping yourself for life's challenges, seizing opportunities, and staying prepared. If you're not ready, rest assured, someone else will be. 6. Grooming in style. Let's get straight to the point, your appearance is your armor. The way you present yourself, your grooming, your style, the attention you give to the little details, speaks volumes about the respect you have for yourself. And trust me, women pick up on it all. They notice every detail, even the ones you think don't matter. Here's the hard truth, if you look like you don't care, she won't either. Grooming isn't about vanity, it's about mastering the details. It's about keeping your beard neat, your skin clear, and your scent memorable, but not overwhelming. Women are biologically attuned to scent, able to pick up on subtle cues of vitality and confidence. A man who smells clean and exudes quiet self-assurance will stand out and leave a lasting impression. Ignore this, and you'll fade into the sea of unremarkable faces. Style follows the same principle. It's not about designer labels or the latest trends, it's about owning your presentation. A tailored suit, a sharp shirt, even the way you roll up your sleeves sends a clear message, I am a man who holds himself to high standards. Marcus Aurelius didn't drape his robes without care. Every aspect of a great leader's appearance was a reflection of his discipline and attention to detail. If you believe clothes don't matter, consider why every influential figure throughout history made them a priority. Style is a language, it communicates who you are without a single word. But here's the blunt truth, most men undermine themselves by being careless or indifferent. They dismiss grooming as trivial and style as shallow. These are the same men who later question why they're ignored, why they're not respected, and why they fail to stand out. Women are naturally attracted to men who exhibit qualities of order and refinement, it signals mental and emotional stability. A man who looks unkempt doesn't just appear messy, he gives off an aura of disarray. From a psychological perspective, grooming and style are closely linked to confidence. When you put effort into your appearance, you feel better about yourself, and that confidence shines through in your posture, your voice, and your overall presence. A man who takes care of himself doesn't just look polished, he exudes a quiet dominance, not through force, but through control and self-assurance. So, warrior, take a hard look in the mirror. What do you see? Are you showing up as a man who values himself, or as someone who doesn't even respect his own worth? Grooming and style aren't about seeking approval from others, they're about reflecting the value you place on yourself. And if you can't demonstrate that, why should she, or anyone else, recognize it in you? The truth may be tough, but it's unyielding, the way you present yourself shapes how the world, and women, respond to you. 7. Emotional maturity. Emotional maturity isn't about suppressing your feelings, it's about understanding, accepting, and channeling them to work in your favor. Unfortunately, many men allow emotions like anger, jealousy, or fear to dictate their behavior, living as prisoners to their own impulses. True strength comes from mastering your emotions, ensuring they don't control you, you control them. This means facing challenges not with knee-jerk reactions but with composure, logic, and self-discipline. It's the defining line between boys and men. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's greatest Stoics and leaders, exemplified this. He ruled an empire amidst constant turmoil, yet his power came from his ability to remain emotionally steady. When faced with failing generals or the threat of his empire's collapse, he didn't act out of rage or despair. Instead, he turned inward, analyzed his emotions, and responded with thoughtful wisdom and measured action. This inner stability was his true strength. This is the essence of emotional maturity. Women are naturally drawn to emotional stability, they instinctively gravitate toward men who remain steady under pressure. They admire strength in the face of adversity, not men who collapse into anger or insecurity when times get tough. Emotional maturity means owning your emotions instead of blaming others for them. It's about using your feelings as a guide rather than letting them control your actions. When you make decisions from a place of calm and balance, you become a reliable, grounding presence in a woman's life. You're not swayed by drama or minor setbacks, instead, you lead with thoughtfulness and clarity. You become the kind of man she can trust, one who knows how to be compassionate when needed and resolute when the moment demands strength. Women are not drawn to chaos, they are drawn to men who bring calm and stability, not only in their own lives but also in the lives of those they care about. So, warrior, take a moment to reflect, how do you handle life's challenges? Do you let your emotions dictate your actions, or do you take charge of them? Emotional maturity isn't a simple journey. It demands self-awareness, discipline, and a willingness to take full responsibility for your feelings and actions. But as you cultivate this strength, you establish a solid foundation of trust, respect, and admiration. This kind of emotional resilience is powerful, and it's something no woman can ignore. If you're ready to elevate yourself above the noise, to become a man of unwavering strength, purpose, and presence, this is your moment. The qualities we've discussed aren't just about attracting women, they're about creating the life you were born to live. High-value men don't seek validation, they earn it. They don't pursue, they lead. If you're up for the challenge, leave a comment saying, "Challenge accepted." Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Your journey toward becoming your best self starts here, but only if you're truly ready to put in the work. This isn't for everyone, it's for you, if you're willing to commit to the grind and embrace the transformation.